I'm Trevor.
I'm Trax.
Welcome to the Red Squadron podcast. Welcome back to another episode of the Red Squadron podcast, guys. We're happy to have you here today. Thank you for all the support. Wanted to shout out again that we put up the art from Becca Paintings. Check her out. She's dropping some new stuff consistently. And she's kind of our sponsor going forward with like art deals and stuff like that. Today we wanted to answer like a question in the comments. We got a few episodes back that just asked us to kind of explain a little bit about ourselves and our background. We realized it's been a while since we did that way back in season 1. So, Trax, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, first off, sorry for the tardiness of this response to that comment. We apologize about that. But I'm Trax, big Star Wars fan. I'm a teacher, swim coach as well. Star Wars has been a passion of mine for a long, long time, a passion of both of ours. And it probably took up a good 50% of our conversations, if not more, on our daily basis when we were growing up together, swimming together. That's also a good background for us. We were swimming together in high school, even earlier than that.
Yeah.
How old were we?
I started when I was 8. I think you were already swimming then.
Yeah, so I was 7.
Yeah.
So we met very young, and you know what's crazy is I vividly remember, like, you telling me that 4, 5, and 6 were made before 1, 2, and 3, and it blew my mind. I don't know why, but I still have a vivid memory of that. But yeah, that's a little bit about me, Trevor.
Good to know I was dropping lore.
You were dropping lore, yeah.
It's okay. I think I remember telling another buddy, I said, I think, Plo Koon's alive. Maybe he's hiding on Dagobah with Yoda. He wasn't, but some of it I was right about, apparently. So I'm Trevor. Obviously, I am a swim coach as well. Big swimming background, like Trax said, between the two of us, and Star Wars was a big part of us growing up and in our swim careers. They actually had this fun little thing within our swim team called like Squadrons, and each lane had, a different code name. So Red Squadron, Gold, Blue, Green, Cobalt, and Chub. And these are all real squadrons.
Yes, they are. They are all real.
And then everybody had their own code names. That's where you got like Red 5 and Red 7. And you were Red Leader at one point, Gold 7.
Red 7. And then that's why if you ever get one of our shirts, the X-Wings on the back have 5 marks and 7 to represent Red 7, Red 5.
Yeah. So a little fun fact. But Star Wars has already been a big part of our background, kind of who we are. And we kind of started the show just on a whim to talk to you guys and to get it out of our system as well. So we do it in the appropriate setting as opposed to at weddings.
Yeah, we've had some good debates here, and it's nice going back and just rewatching them for me, just to be like, I'm losing most of them now. That's what's making me mad. If you go back, I'm losing a bunch of polls on TikTok. It's ridiculous. So I'm trying to start
it's outrageous.
Season 2. It's outrageous. Seriously, it is. So I'm going to start heating up here.
Did we ever post a poll about Palpatine and whether he was good or bad, fraud?
Oof. Did we? I don't think we did.
I don't know. There was one poll though that I forget. It was one of our newer ones that I was surprised that I ended up like kind of winning. It shouldn't have. It might have been Ahsoka. Could Ahsoka beat Palpatine? That was one.
Yeah, and a bunch of people voted Ahsoka.
It was almost like dead even, and that's what I was saying. But
I don't know. I can't believe I was in the minority there. That was ridiculous. But Ahsoka does have a huge fan base. I'm just going to say that. And people love her. Yeah, it's implicit bias there.
Right. But so we're super excited to have you guys here. Hopefully that was some good background into who we are and where the passion comes from. And we will be right back with our main topic.
Welcome back, guys. We got an exciting main topic for you today. We are going to be ranking the Star Wars live action shows. I really want to emphasize that because that would change our rankings immensely, I would believe. Star Wars shows are hit or miss, I think, in the fandom. Some are very loved, some are very, very hated. I don't know if there's like just a mid show. Like it's either loved or hated, in my opinion. I'm going to pass it to Trevor. We have 7 of them. Should we run through the 7 that we're ranking for people or no?
I'm afraid I'd list my order.
Oh, your order?
Here. I got it. Okay. We will be ranking The Acolyte, The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Andor, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, and Kenobi.
I know that's not your rankings, so that's good.
Yeah.
Kick us off with number 7.
I want to put disclaimer. There is going to be spoilers ahead for me.
Okay.
I'm mentioning stuff. I'm assuming you're.
Oh no, I'm going to mention stuff.
Yeah.
So kind of vague-ish. But
spoiler warning. I think I do have some specific things. Spoiler warning ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to preface. I actually personally love all the shows. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I agree. Largely, the fandom is either hate or love. There's not a lot of mid-level. Yeah. But I personally enjoyed all of them when I watched them. So most of the things I'm going to say is positive, but there's got to be a worst, in your favorites. And for me, number 7 is Book of Boba Fett.
That's what I got too. So I got 7 Book of Boba Fett as well.
Good things about it. I thought they were great characters. Black Chrysanthemum, Fennec Shand. I love seeing Gamorrean guards. I don't know why. I just like seeing them.
Dude, they died brutal.
No, I know. I just like seeing them because,
that actually hit me.
It did me too. And I was hoping one of them would live somehow. They didn't.
No.
In the original trilogy, though, they're just kind of there, and in the Lego games, they're jammed out. But I was nice to see them in action. So I thought great characters. Obviously, Cobb Vanth makes another appearance with the introduction also of Cad Bane. In live action.
Yeah. Cad Bane was the only highlight for that show for me.
Okay.
I'm very, very low on Book of Boba Fett. I thought the writing of the Rancor, everything was a little over the top.
Yeah.
And then some of the shots were lazy. When you look at certain other shows, the cinematography is beautiful. And then you got this speed chase race with what are they, the cybernetics or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called because there's just not a lot of memorable stuff. I can't even remember their names. It just looked a little cheap. Was my problem.
Yeah. Okay, so I do have a hot take.
Okay.
I like the premise of the speeders and that gang type thing.
Oh no, I do too.
But the chase, was not executed well, and the bikes were also a little bit strange. They needed to be a little grittier, I think. I get that they tried to make them like sports bikey type thing, but
it wasn't working.
It didn't work. I
especially on Tatooine. I didn't think it worked on Tatooine.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I liked the characters. Yeah. I actually kind of liked the idea of a little biker gang type thing. My kind of main complaints with the show were too many flashbacks. Too much of it was in the past.
With the Tusken Raiders.
Yes, and it was slow pacing. Another big thing is 2 episodes of it were basically The Mandalorian. We got without.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So to me, that was kind of the drawback. And I actually do like Boba as a more benevolent and hard gritty leader as opposed to just ruthless killer. I like him showing off his skills. I would have liked to see him using it to protect Mos Espa. Yeah. I think Boba in action would have helped more. But I'm fine with him taking more of an anti-hero role. Actually.
See, that's the problem with it. Is in Mandalorian you see him be this awesome character taking out stormtroopers left and right, and then you get to the Book of Boba Fett and he's super nerfed.
Yeah.
And so, big question is, did it help or hurt his character?
Again, for me, it leaves a middle ground because it made him less potent. I feel like, but I still think there was way more potential with him becoming a crime leader, but in a good way. He has a morality. Yeah. Because I wouldn't want him to be just the ruthless Boba killer. I want that side to come out for the right reason. Yeah. Because he's got all these draws to Tatooine. Obviously, that's where he went down. Obviously, that's a big city of crime, and he wants to make his mark as more than just a meaningless bounty hunter. That's kind of how I took it. But
I want him to be the ruthless bounty hunter. I just wanted to go see him catch bounties the whole time. Yeah. I don't know if that would have been a great story, but it would have been good to watch.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. 6.
My 6, I have. This is probably the consensus worst. Maybe it's one of these 2. Acolyte.
Yeah, I have Acolyte 6.
Yeah, it's either Book of Boba or Acolyte that most people have at the bottom. And I actually didn't mind Acolyte. I took a while to actually watch it because I remember seeing all the bad reviews, so I kind of put it off for a little bit. And then I watched it, and I thought Soul was a great character. I like that it showed the hypocrisy of the Jedi, their arrogance a little bit, and that kind of led to their downfall eventually. Just a weak story with Osha and her twin sister. I just didn't like that storyline. I wish it was the Witches of Dathomir in there instead of a new group. I thought that would have been a great way to incorporate them live action, and they just didn't do it.
Well, they've already been incorporated live action.
Where? When?
The Ahsoka show.
Well, sort of.
Kind of.
Sort of. One. Which, and then, or no, sorry, when they go to the other. Yeah. That was a total bad take. I apologize.
No, but like, yes.
Yeah. Dathomir has a planet and that stuff. Yeah. That. Overall, I hated the villain a little bit. I thought his helmet was kind of dumb. It really made me mad that he could turn off a lightsaber with his helmet. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, this, I forget what the material's called, and it's actually a thing. I don't like it. Some things just don't need to be taken and adapted into live action, and that was one of those things for me.
Yeah. Similar, again, like I said, it's at 6 for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't infatuated with the Osha storyline and her as a character. Some of the highlights for me, since we talked about some of the bad things, like lightsaber dueling, I did think was great. I love the choreography, and I felt like we were taking a step back towards the prequels. I feel like we've gotten away from prequel style fighting. We got back to fast-paced, like multiple enemies type fighting. Soul, like you said, obviously stole the show. Great acting. I'm 50-50 on this. I love part of it, and I hate the other part of it. Seeing a Kyber crystal bleed was cool, but it didn't make sense. Because if it's turning there for her, Anakin's saber would have bled during, like, Nightfall. It
was because her blood actually got on the crystal, I think was their explanation.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, so I don't think it makes sense.
Okay.
I don't think it makes sense. But, like, cool concept, and seeing it visualized was cool. I loved seeing the Plagueis tease, and I loved seeing the Yoda tease.
Yeah, but that was just total fan service.
I know, but it's fun.
It is fun, but like...
And it would have been cool to see her back in the heyday. Yeah, it would have been cool to see him back in the heyday.
I would have liked a season 2. As much as I'm bashing it right now, season 2, I would have liked an act like season 2. Could have been cool.
Yeah. 5 for me. This is where it probably will start to differ. Maybe I had Ahsoka.
No. I got Ahsoka too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it works. Oh, no. We better have something different here.
Probably, like, maybe our 4 and 3 will be...
I guarantee you, I don't think we have the same one.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see.
For me, Clone Wars Anakin was awesome to see. All the Anakin flashbacks, great. Live action Rex was great. I liked seeing the live action Rebels, kind of wondering where Zeb was, but I liked that. Some of those scenes are just so iconic and then so good in edits, like you lack conviction. He's not just a Vader. I mean, that was crisp. Not to mention, it kind of stands, like, it speaks to itself of the quality of the show, because, like, episodes released in theaters.
Yeah.
Like, they knew what they were doing with that. I'm a little, where I fall off and why it wouldn't be any higher for me is, it felt like it wasn't the Ahsoka show, it felt like it was the Ahsoka and Sabine show. Sabine got almost too much screen time. I get that they're trying to, like, have her the apprentice and stuff.
Well, I have a major issue with that for some reason.
Yeah. I
don't know why I have such a problem with Sabine being this Force user and trying to be a Jedi. That never fit Sabine's character in Rebels, in my opinion.
No, it wasn't, again, and I have that note listed too, like, too much hair in Sabine, but Sabine was rushed and different than in Rebels, which was shocking. I felt like they didn't explain. I get, like, wartime would change you, and losing Ezra would have changed her, but they didn't really explain much of it. They explained it through dialogue. Like, she was Ahsoka's Padawan, then she wasn't.
Yeah. And it makes me mad that Ahsoka wasn't a good master.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she would have learned how to be a good master and at least show some attachment, considering that Anakin gave her attachment, and she loved Anakin as a master.
World Between Worlds, obviously very, very awesome. That episode really carries the show for me.
Yeah.
And obviously Baylan Skoll, like, some of the Sith.
Baylan Skoll was, I didn't even write that down. I'm glad you mentioned him. He was probably the second best character, with Thrawn being number 1.
I didn't mind Shin Hati. I didn't mind the Night Witch lady. I forget her name. I didn't mind her. Morgan Elsbeth. She wasn't great. But seeing the Death Troopers was kind of cool.
That was pretty cool.
But that's why it's at 5 for me.
And was it setting up the First Order return at all?
I don't think I think it's setting up the.
Because we are getting.
I think it's setting up like a movie between like the Mandoverse, the Ahsoka, and all those. I feel like it's setting that up potentially.
Okay. My 4, I have the Kenobi series.
And Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Way. This probably would be lower had the fight scenes between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan not happened. All right, absolutely loved it. The lighting, the emotion behind it, because it felt like I was rewatching Revenge of the Sith again. So those scenes, just those two scenes, puts it at 4, because we're on 4.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Child Leia, though, really, that chase scene. That's when I was like, when the chase scene was happening, I'm like, all right, just grab her.
Yeah.
Like, come on, she's running like 5 miles per hour.
Yeah. That's maybe
5 miles per hour. It looked awful, and I was like, what am I watching right now?
Maybe this is a hot take. I just think Leia and Reva, to bring her into it, hindered the show.
Yeah.
I think with less of them, it's better.
Yeah, I didn't need to get an Inquisitor fleshed out like that. No. I liked the flashback to Order 66, that was a part of it, but I don't think I needed it. Like, just having Inquisitors hunting, I didn't need any of that back.
And again, like, I don't have a better solution to, like, the Leia thing, but it felt like, even though she's a big part of it, she was in it too much.
Yeah.
And she was, like, they tried to make her super, like, intelligent and, like, for her age and all this stuff.
Yeah.
It just seemed like we're forcing it. Like, I don't know. I just got weird vibes. Like, it didn't fit.
Yeah.
But great acting. Like, Ewan McGregor, phenomenal. Yeah. And Hayden Christensen, obviously phenomenal. Yeah. Their flashbacks, and then you didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did. And he's got the blue light, and then it changes to the red.
I think this was the third best scene in all of Star Wars TV shows, at least.
Okay. Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. And it was Hayden's big return.
Yeah. So I love the love that he got. He's a great actor, and I think it's confirmed he's coming back for Ahsoka season 2. Yeah. So I'm just happy to have him back. I love both of them, so that's why Obi-Wan should be minimum 4 for at least prequel. If you're a prequel fan, we've talked about how you shouldn't do that, but if you consider yourself a prequel fan, then it should be minimum 4 on your rankings, at least.
Yeah, 100%. I wonder if this is where we're going to start to differ. My 3 is Skeleton Crew.
Nope.
Okay. So, good.
I think we're going to flip 1 and 2.
Okay. My 3, again, Skeleton Crew. In simple terms, Space Goonies. Mm-hmm. Very fun watch. Refreshing take on Star Wars. It also is like that wide-eyed, starry feeling of when you're a kid. You know, you get that feeling when Wim is looking...
Win.
Yeah. Okay.
I said win.
Yeah. It was looking up at the Corvette, flying over at the end. Like, that's super cool. SM-33 is a big part. Jude Law is such a great actor in that. But in short terms, to get to the point, it's fun, it's refreshing, doesn't tie into the bigger universe yet. Like, it's just good.
It's an original story, and that's what I liked about it. It expanded the universe in a way that didn't taint anybody's legacy that we knew about. And it also introduced some Old Republic aspects to it, and I thought that was really cool. Characters were great. SM-33 was a huge highlight for me. Some comedy in Star Wars that was actually well-timed, and found myself chuckling a few times. I loved Jad Na. I thought he was a great character. I believe I'm on record saying that was the start of a generational run. You remember me saying that? Or was that...
I feel like, no, you said
No, I said it for Andor.
Yeah, no, you said it about...
Tales,
but then I said, don't you think it started with Skeleton Crew?
I was like, yes.
So, yes.
So this was a great start for the next few shows that are coming out for Star Wars, and I think it changed a lot of people's mindsets.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, you ready for 2?
You got to do your 3.
I did Skeleton Crew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got that we haven't changed yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we haven't changed yet. So my 2, I have Mandalorian.
I have Mandalorian.
We have the same exact list.
We did not collaborate on this. We did not collaborate on this.
We have 0 disagreements here. This is crazy. Season 2 carries heavy.
Yeah.
Season 3 actually is very low.
I'm not as hard on season 3 as much.
I'm very hard on season 3. I didn't like the storyline. Grogu leaving in season 2, obviously had an emotional impact on Din Djarin. And then they just brought him back. Yeah. And I was like, that's kind of...
And not even in their own show.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, gosh, this kind of, after that emotional scene where I'm like, dang, and then Luke Skywalker's returning, that is absolute peak. Never got to see Luke Skywalker, like, and be amazed by it, because I like always grew up just watching it, and it was kind of just like vanilla, like, oh, I've seen this before. New Luke Skywalker, amazing, right? And prime Luke Skywalker as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's prime in The Last Jedi, but he's prime in this, I believe.
Maybe in his, like, abilities with the Force, because that Force projection, but, like, combat skills, I feel like it's prime.
Hallway scene, where does it rank in all hallway scenes?
I don't. That's tough. I would have to think about it, because there's Vader, there's Maul, and then there's just other, I feel like, one-off little scenes.
There's why am I K2s?
Yeah, I mean, that one ranks low for me. But
yeah, I mean, that one was kind of funny though.
Yeah. I actually, so like one of my notes says 3 strong seasons. I do like the 3rd season. It was a fun watch. I don't think it was as maybe well written or whatever you want to say, but I enjoyed it. Did you not? Like Super Commandos.
I did enjoy it.
The return to Mandalore. There was the Praetorian Guards, and like when they killed, what's his name? The
Paz Vizsla, or
Paz Vizsla.
Yeah.
When they killed Paz, like that was a dope scene.
Yeah.
But that was a dope scene. Like you got to see, because they kind of just get pieced up in The Last Jedi, but like you got to see how lethal, like to even highly skilled combatants they are.
Yeah.
Like precision kill.
We didn't talk about season 1 a lot.
I like that because it set the old Western tone.
Yes, I loved, and it was new, and it was when Disney Plus was first coming out. Disney Plus had all this hype, and it met expectations. I think a lot of what our rankings had to do with, and I think the reason we had Boba Fett at 7 was our expectations.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had high expectations for The Mandalorian. I was intrigued, and so it easily surpassed my expectations.
Yeah, and again, I do think its hype moments warranted just being there.
Yeah.
Luke hallway scenes that I have written down, Praetorian Guards, Imperial Super Commandos, and then in season 1, I would say like when IG
88.
No, that's the.
No, he is an IG
86. IG 11. IG 11. When IG 11 like storms into town, just lighting people up, like that's a hype moment. Yeah. When Moff Gideon cuts himself out with the Darksaber, hype moment. Like the peak moments are spread across seasons, in my opinion.
Yeah. And
it just is iconic.
So season 2, I felt like was a fitting end, and they could have diverted the story to something. They tried to, but like bringing Grogu back and then Moff Gideon back, I was like, we're almost doing the same thing, just trying to get Mandalore back.
Oh, and Zeb. Zeb was season 3 Mandalorian.
Yeah, but he was just in for a second.
But
which was a cool look.
You know, like
it was
the
a cool
moments, the fun times.
Yeah, that was a cool look.
I guess that leaves Andor for one. For I can be quick about it because we've already talked about Andor
last week.
I had great storytelling, great cinematography, like the shot where he's like the Rebel logo. It's emotional, it's gritty, and it didn't need Jedi to succeed. And I think that's a really big step for Star Wars.
Big thing about Andor that I loved. In the movies, I don't think we get this picture of what makes the Empire so evil. At least in the original trilogy, and in the prequels, obviously we don't. It's like, we just know they're evil.
Yeah.
This one, we see the Empire do some crazy things. Like the Gorman massacre was beautifully shot and actually like showed how bad the Empire was.
Yeah.
Like that's what I liked, is like the Empire's actually menacing. People make fun of the Empire. The show made me be like, dude, I don't know if I would want to join the rebellion after seeing what they do.
Yeah.
A couple of inconsistencies here and there that we covered last week, but I can look past those with Mon Mothma's speech, the Gorman massacre. Season 2, I think, was a lot better than season 1.
It's just better paced, I think.
Yeah. And then we got closer to Rogue One, so great show. 10 out of 10. I actually have written down that it's a top 3 Star Wars project ever, in my opinion.
Could be, but so what, that, Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith?
Dude, it challenges the Clone Wars for me.
Maybe. I think the Clone Wars had a longevity run.
It has volume to it, which...
And most of it is quality longevity. But I think we've had this debate because
Yeah.
Andor was telling a complete story
Mm-hmm.
and like it filled in the gaps beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
Clone Wars is trying to tell all these arcs of different characters to
Yeah.
tell you how they got them there.
Yeah.
So like, I
would have to think about it for a while. It's between the two.
So then
It's between the two.
what is in your top?
It would be obviously Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back, and then Andor, Rogue One, or the Clone Wars.
Okay.
Those are. I might put Andor above Empire Strikes Back. And those three, they like 2 through 4 that I just mentioned could be interchangeable.
Yeah,
So
fair enough. Well, that was it for us. I think. Let us know in the comment like your personal list of the live action shows and kind of how you feel about them, and if you feel like Disney's heading in the right direction with those. I would say I personally do.
Yeah, I absolutely do. Give all of them a watch. I mean, you might like it. Like, Book of Boba Fett, I watched it. It wasn't great, but I still might watch it again. I've rewatched.
I think they're all.
I've rewatched a couple
watches.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
Just to give it another chance, another go, and I liked it a little bit more the second time.
Yeah.
So definitely give it a watch.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and we will see you next time.